What's up, guys? It's been a while. I'm gonna talk about where I've been these past 4 weeks. Also got some new Braum seats we're gonna be installing into the R33 today. And we're also gonna be doing some car show prep for tomorrow. Tuned Originals, all that coming up right now. Some of you guys are already familiar with Braum seats, but this is the Elite series. This is their new color. They used to have a bright blue. This fabric is a little different than the previous, and it's a darker navy blue. As much as I wanted the brighter blue, I think these look a little bit better and kind of flow a lot better with what I have going on in the Skyline itself. There's always a lot of stuff that needs to get handled as far as new brackets and getting the sliders on and making sure everything fits perfectly. But now that I know what to do, this one's gonna be a breeze. The seats come with the slider hardware, and this is the rails and the slider. What you're gonna need is brackets. This is actually, I just got this one for the passenger side, and this is from Planted, R33 seat brackets for aftermarket seats, and they are a perfect fit. All right, now you got your sliders that you're gonna put on the chair, and these have to go in a certain way. First off, you're gonna unpackage them. These gotta go towards the back. There's the long oval holes, and then these 3 holes, they go in the front. So back of the chair, long oval holes, front of the chair, this side. And these face towards the inside, and flat part towards the seat. This part goes towards the bracket. There you go. All I'm doing is pushing this down and pulling on the slide. Now we can get to the holes and we can start mounting this to the chair. We're gonna use the first hole there, and we're just gonna get her started with the bolts that came with the chair. First one is in. I don't want to tighten it yet, just in case. And now we're going to push this mechanism down again and slide it down so we can get to the other hole. Okay. And as you can see, should line up right on the second hole. All right, so now we're going to tighten it. And push on that. Might want to wear gloves, just in case it catches your finger. All right, so we're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side, but we're only gonna do the bottom side as far as tightening. That way we can get the handle slid in first, and then we can close it and bolt it in. So like I mentioned earlier, about 3 weeks, I would say. It's been about that long. I haven't posted. Y'all know I wrap cars, and so I had this opportunity to work in a shop. I actually have my own bay and everything, and start working there, wrapping cars, you know? That's what I was working on this whole time. A few people knew, but I really didn't want to kind of talk too much about it. I had an opportunity, like I said, real cool dude, real cool guys over there. When I was working there, I really didn't have, how do I say? It's hard to work 2 jobs at the same time. So my issue was scheduling, and that's why it didn't really work out. Me working during the day, and then really no ways of working at night, really kind of hurt any progress that I could have gotten done there. Unfortunately, I had to kind of let it pass. I did have some opportunities. I did wrap an R8 for just a little bit. That's a different story. Okay, so we got this piece here, but see how I left the top unhinged? The bottom is kind of bolted down. So now you're gonna put your handle in, and you want this kind of raised edge to be towards the front, because you're gonna pull it, right? All right, so I got that side in, and I got this lined up. We're just gonna push this in until we get the bolt in. The raised end should be towards the front, not like that, where it points down. We want it to point up. Just gonna get that seated in there. Now you got sliders. We're just gonna raise them up. That way we can get the bracket on. Like I was mentioning before, planted seat brackets, very good build quality. Definitely liking it, and the fitment is perfect. If you're checking them out and they don't have any in stock, I actually ordered one off of Amazon. They had them at the same price, and sometimes they were even cheaper. Definitely check that out beforehand, because sometimes these guys run out. I think all that's left to do is to bolt the bracket onto the rails, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. If you haven't gone to Home Depot, you definitely will soon. So again, first seat install I've ever done, and I didn't know that I was supposed to pick up some more of these Allen type bolts. So I just bought some regular old bolts. These are 5/16 size for you, just in case. The reason I'm mentioning those is because when you put these on, there's no way to really hold it in place while you bolt it down. But if you have a screwdriver, you'll be fine. Washers, whole bunch of washers, lock nuts. Make sure they're lock nuts, not regular nuts. They're nylon lock nuts. This seatbelt bolt that comes off the OEM seat, I just took the bolt with me to Home Depot and matched up the nut. I was having issues on the driver's seat when I would install the car. I'll tell you, let me just show you. So I installed the seat first, right? Mounted it and put everything on it. When I sat down, the sliders wouldn't catch, they wouldn't lock. So I could literally move this seat back and forth without having to touch the handle. And what I realized is that the handle was touching the bracket. So I needed about just a little bit of clearance, 3/8 to be exact, for the handle to sit freely and lock. Just go to Home Depot, they sell spacers. This is 3/8, and I bought 4 all around, installed them, and that problem went away. I don't think we'll have an issue with this one, but yeah, the handle was like sticking out just a little bit from the rails, which caused the bracket to push down on it, which caused tension on the handle and kept them loose. That was what I ran into. I'm not saying you're gonna run into it. Maybe it was just a me thing. A lot of racing websites, they'll sell some metal ones for like $12 for a pack of 4. These are $1.50 a piece, I think. We just popped those on right before we put on the bracket. Pop that on, and it gives us enough clearance, and it raises the seat a little bit, and the system will be able to lock properly. Again, $10 worth of stuff here, guys. You don't need to order this stuff from anybody. It's just hardware. Just go to a hardware store, real cheap. This is a wrench with one of those clickety clicks at the end. Remember, they're hex type bolts here. You're not going to be able to hold it down. Even with a socket, you're not going to be able to hold it down because the space is just too minimal. But that's also a good thing because we could just slide a screwdriver in there and just hold it. So I just slide it into the side, and then we just tighten. Here's the nylon nut. We're in the middle hole of the bracket. Both middle holes. Right there. Okay. And here's the inside here. This is what I was telling you. I used hex bolts and you can't really get in there with a socket, but if you just slide a screwdriver like this right there. See, you hold it right there with a flathead, and you can tighten it from the back. It's not gonna work itself loose. It's gonna be fine. That's why you got the lock nut. There's the spacer. So you put it between the bracket and the rail. Washer, lock nut. Make sure it's tight, and you're all set to go. This is ready to go in right after we mount the seatbelt. All right, so last thing is obviously the seatbelt. Want to use the same bolt, and it's got some washers and stuff. Don't really need all of them. What you want to use definitely is these. so make sure it still slides. You can kind of keep it the way it was. And then again, 20 cents, just match it up and you're good. If you've gotten this far, now you can bask in your greatness of all the hard work you've done. I think this blue looks really good. So I'm gonna get it seated over there, and then we're gonna bolt it down. Oh my God, that looks so good. Damn, let me bolt this down. But yeah, so tomorrow is Tuned Originals, Sneaky Pete's, Louisville, and car show, I'm in it. And I really was just waiting for this last bracket to arrive so I can bolt this seat in there. And that way my interior is looking at least better than it was. I still love the OEM seats. I'm gonna hold on to those, get them cleaned and all that stuff. I have a feeling I might buy another Skyline, and if it has crappy seats, I could always replace them. Something to look forward to. I'm excited. Gotta get up real early tomorrow. I still gotta wash this thing. Real cool stuff. Definitely stay tuned. And you don't wanna miss it. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe because I'm awesome. So 9/16, that's what you're gonna need to get that one in. I was just getting started on that one. Once you tighten that one up, the whole frame kind of shifts and allows these to fall in a lot better. Very cool. So the interior is done. We are finished. It looks so good. Okay, so my thoughts on Braum seats. I like the seats, they're really cool. I don't know how they're gonna do in the long term. I haven't driven the car yet. I like the way they feel. They feel awesome. They look awesome. Very happy. A couple of things I've changed up. We got rid of the ugly e-brake handle. We got a new e-brake handle from GK Tech. Also, we have the Nismo shifter. This one is, I don't know, just looks better. Feels better too. I think the car is coming along very nicely. I don't know what else is left on the interior. Definitely some new floor mats I think would do it. Then sound system. Aside from this, we already know where this is going. I'm a rap guy, so that's what's coming up next. This will probably be the last show this will be in for the year. I don't know if I'll take it to any more shows, but I am ready to get this car wrapped. I already got the color decided, and I think it's gonna look amazing with the seats and the wheels and everything all together. It's gonna come along, it's gonna come together real nice. If you made it this far, thanks so much guys. I'm sorry I've been so far away. I've just been busy again, trying to get the wrap thing going. If you need a car wrapped, if you need anything wrapped, just hit me up. Again, best way to contact me is to DM me on Instagram at War Machine, and I'll get back with you ASAP, as soon as possible. If you like the new R33 Skyline seats, give this video a like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you at the next one. Tuned Originals tomorrow. See you there.